Imagine a world where words flow effortlessly, where every interaction feels natural, where connection deepens with each breath. And as you listen, you might begin to notice the way people communicate, the hidden patterns beneath their words, the subtle dance of emotion and meaning. And perhaps even now, your mind is beginning to open, to wonder, to become curious about something fascinating, something powerful. Because communication is not just about speaking, it's about being understood. The Placater, the silent peacemaker. There was once a person who always said yes, always smiled, always made sure everyone else was okay. And maybe you've known someone like that. Maybe at times you've been that person too. They seek peace, yet feel invisible. They give and give and give, until there's nothing left for themselves. But what if, just for a moment, they realised their voice matters, that their needs are not only important but essential? Imagine for a second what it would feel like to say, "This is what I want." And maybe you already sense that deep down. The moment that they recognise their worth, everything shifts. They no longer shrink, they rise. The blamer, the fire that protects. And then there's the one who points the finger, strong, fierce, loud. They think if they don't hold power, someone else will. They attack before they can be hurt. But what if, just for a moment, they realised their strength doesn't come from blame, but from understanding? Imagine the freedom in saying, "I don't need to control. I choose to connect." And as that realisation settles, the walls they build so high, they begin to lower, just enough to let in something new, something healing. The distractor, the one who dances away. And then there are those who shift, dodge, weave through words, like a dancer in a storm. They joke, they change the subject, they laugh. They believe if they keep moving, the discomfort won't catch them. But imagine if stillness wasn't scary. Imagine if they could say, "I can stay, I can face this, I'm safe." And suddenly that restless energy becomes something else entirely, presence. The computer, the thinker who feels too much. Have you ever met someone who speaks in facts, in logic and data? Have you ever been that person, holding emotions so tightly beneath the surface, because feeling is too much? They believe if they just think enough, they can stay safe. But what if the real power came in allowing themselves to feel? And what if, in this very moment, something inside them whispered, "It's okay, I can feel this, and I'll be okay"? The leveller, the truth bringer. And then there's the one who speaks with clarity, the one who sees, who hears, who understands. They don't shrink, they don't blame, they don't run, they don't hide. They stand in truth, they stand in honesty, they stand in balance. And the most powerful realisation of all, you can choose this right now, because deep inside you there's a part of you that already knows how. A part of you that understands what it means to be heard, to be seen, to be fully present. And as that part of you awakens, you begin to realise every word you speak shapes the world around you. And as you step forward into the next conversation, the next moment, the next breath, a question begins to take shape. What would happen if you became the leveller? And as the mind considers that, something inside you shifts. And as you listen, as you notice the rhythm of these words sinking in, something inside you begins to shift. Because communication is not just about words, is it? It's about energy, about presence, about the way people feel when they're around you. Some people speak and their words dissolve like mist. Others speak and the entire room stops, listens and leans in. What makes the difference? It's not volume, it's not intelligence, it's something deeper. Because every time you open your mouth, you reveal something. Something about who you are, what you believe, what you fear. And the fascinating thing, most people, they don't even know you're doing it. The Placater, the vanishing act. You've seen them. Maybe you've been there. The ones who smile, nod, agree. Anything to keep the peace. They blend in, fade away, hoping, maybe, if they give enough, they'll be loved. But something inside them is screaming. A quiet, aching voice whispering, "What about me?" And the very moment they realise that they do matter, something inside them awakens, a new voice, a new power. So imagine what would happen if, right now, you gave yourself permission to matter. The blamer, the fire that burns itself. Then there's the one who commands attention, the one who strikes first, because if they don't, they'll be struck. If they don't control, they'll be controlled. Anger is safer than vulnerability. But what if, just for a moment, they stop fighting? Because underneath every shout, every accusation, every sharp-edged word, there's a hidden truth, a hidden fear, a hidden need to be understood. And the very second they realise that true strength isn't in controlling, but in connecting, everything softens. And for the first time, they can breathe. And maybe, just maybe, you already know what that feels like. The distractor, the illusionist. Some people talk without speaking, move without meaning, laugh without feeling. They dance through words like shadows, shifting, twisting, dodging anything real. Because if they stop, if they slow down, something might catch them. But what if stillness wasn't dangerous? What if in the silence there was something waiting for them? Something powerful, something healing. And maybe even now you come in to sense it. That quiet, that presence, that knowing. As they finally stand still, as they let themselves be for the first time, they're seen. The computer, the fortress of logic. And then there are the ones who hide behind thinking, cold, precise, calculated. Words sharp as glass, cutting away the messy, unpredictable thing called emotion. Because if they can explain it, they don't have to feel it. But logic is a cage. And the most brilliant minds, the ones who truly change the world, they don't just think, they feel. And the very moment they allow themselves to experience, instead of just analyse, they become unstoppable. The leveller, the one who sees. And then there's the one who stands still. The one who doesn't shrink or attack or hide or overthink. The one who simply is. They speak and people listen. They listen and people feel heard. They see, they know, they understand. And here's the secret. You already have all this inside you. Because deep down there's a part of you that knows exactly how to communicate with power, with presence, with truth. And maybe right now something inside you is waking up. You don't even have to try. Because as you listen, as you notice, as these words settle deep inside you, something shifts. And the next time you speak, the next time you listen, something will feel different. Because you'll be different. Isn't that fascinating?